Chair.
Madam Chair?
Yes, Senator Markey.
I thank you, Madam Chair. And I agree with your ruling on this, that it's not within the purview of this committee. But I also think it's important for us to note that right now the oil and gas industry has 9,000 unused onshore permits on federal lands, and they're not drilling on them. And they have 1,500 unused offshore permits on federal lands, and the oil and gas industry is not using them. And they have 4,000 partially drilled wells. Right now, they're not using them. It's the size of Indiana that they're not drilling on right now, even as they shed crocodile tears about their inability to drill. They already have all these lands, and they're not drilling, and the American people are suffering because they are not drilling for the oil and gas on those lands. So I agree with your parliamentary observation that it's not within our jurisdiction, but I also think it's important to have a panoramic view so the Republican Party can see that the oil and gas industry is actually letting down the American people with the leases that they are not using right now.
Madam Chair.
Thank you.
The distinguished senator from Massachusetts was recognized to speak about the parliamentary question. But let me just take a second or two to say that if he is suggesting that the Biden administration.
Now, the IRS has also confirmed, folks, that many Americans will be receiving a new $1,400 extra stimulus check this year. In this video, I'll be going over the brand new requirements to claim a fourth stimulus check very soon. So, the IRS just said in an official statement that the IRS announced that the agency has issued all third stimulus checks to people. But new parents and other eligible Americans who added dependents in 2021 may also qualify for additional money. This means more stimulus money will be going out. The payments of up to $1,400 a person were authorized by the American Rescue Plan Act, and that's a crisis relief bill that Democrats passed in March. Some $1,400 checks may still be in the mail, but the IRS is no longer issuing funds from the first, second, or even third rounds. According to the IRS, the agency issued more than 175 million third-round payments, all to households worth over $400 billion through December 31st. The EIP payments also were issued by the IRS, and that was for $1,200 and $600. Now, families who added a dependent, like a parent, nephew, niece, or grandchild, on their 2021 tax return, and who was not listed as a dependent on their 2020 return, may also qualify for this. The IRS said that other people may be eligible to receive a full third-round payment, and they might not qualify for more. But families can recover additional stimulus money on their tax return by claiming the 2021 Recovery Rebate Credit. This is due to the fact that stimulus checks are technically an advance payment of the Recovery Rebate Credit. The tax season started Monday. It runs through April 18th for most people. To claim the 2021 Recovery Rebate Credit, individuals must know how much money they received in total for the third payments. It is important to remember, friends, that this information is available through your online IRS account or via letter 6475, which the agency is mailing to those who received third-round payments. But despite all the financial assistance that has been sent out so far, millions of people still remain in financial distress, and the recent surge of the crisis is just creating new economic headwinds. According to new data from a census survey that polled people during the first 2 weeks of December, more than 1/4 of Americans struggled to pay their household expenses in the previous week. So it's really sad to see that so many people are still struggling due to this crisis. That is why I believe that Congress should pass another stimulus package soon. The unemployment rate stands at an astounding, still stands at 4.2%. So while businesses are hiring, there are still about 2.3 million people fewer on payrolls today than ever. Some advocates are already urging lawmakers to advance new stimulus payments, and as of December, more than 95,000 people have signed for this petition.
And we ought to be concerned about climate. But it strikes me, if we're the largest energy producer in the world, and we know that at least transitionally our European allies need energy from sources other than Russia, that us going to Saudi Arabia and say, please produce more energy when we're not willing to do it ourselves, I just don't get it. I don't know that there's a coherent strategy, and if there is, I think the messages are mixed. I mean, I would be curious whether the announcement of the Biden